But yeah, there's some pretty cool things that can happen. 7L47. That means that level 4 is going to contain something important, and since it's 2 7s, it must be second quest 4 with the bow and silver arrows.
No visible starting items. That's always special.
Bow and raft. And 5 Triforces.
1 through 5. Guaranteed. No matter what.
Very nice.
Whatever organization you got 1 through 5. Okay. That is interesting.
Interesting start. No weaponry, though. No burning ability. And we can check 2 extra overworld spots. Got a beeline here. So, oh, well, we've got a brown-ish colored. Which means first quest mixed or first quest overworld. So I like this check.
Oh, yeah.
And then head to the start screen, because you have a sword. Right. This time you're not, because you got it last time and you didn't need it.
I want to see the wood sword on a raft island, just saying.
That is possible with these flags. That's one of the things I guess we've never really mentioned very often, is you can have the possibility of the wood sword rolling into a location for an overworld item that you pick up, such as the raft they started with. So let's go with Coast Raft.
Coast Raft is the best choice.
Literally as far away from where they started as you could get. Pretty close, anyway.
Ooh.
Nasty low.
Oh, there's your power bracelet.
Alright.
So, alright.
You can have lots of spots for this with sword right now.
If the allow overworld is on, then yeah. You're in
I mean, if we're going with mixed quest first, I'm gonna go with the I want the magical sword spot or the second quest letter location, because those are even worse.
those are pretty horrible. Yeah.
Boo!
It's vanilla.
But no extra candles, so they will have to find or purchase a candle here.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. And hey, we got HP again.
Yeah. Normal bomb groups, it looks like, as well. Confirmation bias out of one enemy.
Well, that's what you do. Always make assumptions based off the one thing that tells you something.
I mean, what else can you do, right? You gotta kind of go.
Yeah.
You gotta go until you're proven wrong, and just hope it doesn't bite you.
I mean, that really is what you gotta do. All right. It's like we are hunting for, increasing our count anyway. And he's just gonna force. Yeah.
He's really good at doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like community hints, so we could have the possibility of mixed hints, which could mean, we have some truthful things thrown in there. We'll see what happens.
Catastrophe looking for the troll on the raft island.
Hey, 37 rupees, man.
It's not bad.
That's candle money.
That is candle money. You just have to find the one rare shop that has a candle.
Right? Which will be under the power bracelet spot on Death Mountain. Nah, I don't think that can happen, but still.
You can hope.
I think it has to be behind like a bomb wall. I don't think it could be behind power bracelet. Yeah. But still, we can have second quest 9. That works. Alright, so coast checks here for Captain Green. Not finding a whole heck of a lot. Meet the merchant by a lake. Well, thank you. Which is actually that would be a helpful hint for where our magical sword location's at.
I mean, maybe we'll get up to magical sword, but with 5 Triforces, unfortunate the situation that would get you that many hearts.
Now, you have to correct me because I don't know. I was away for a bit. Did Fred change it so that on deceptive hints it no longer gives vanilla text, or does it?
He did change that, yeah.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily telling us that.
Gotcha. Well, that's good to know. I had heard something about that. Wasn't entirely sure.
Yeah, it's. I don't know when he changed it exactly, but
Art on coast, so that makes you infer a few things, but you'll probably be wrong. Because Heart Shuffle's definitely on.
Yeah, with that being its own individual.
Ooh, do you buy him? Do you buy him?
Who are you? Who? Who? No. Makes a note. You have to buy a candle still.
It must be an owl. It seems like that would be the correct answer to that question. And we have straight first quest again. That's pretty boring.
Yeah, no recorder spots. None of the weird power bracelets.
My brother has a boomerang along the river. Well, there's only 2 river spots left to check. So we'll see if that turns out to be correct.
47 candle. Okay.
Very nice. And 16 bombs. And the information gleaned from the white sword to be shuffled. Be interesting to see if it ends up in level 1. Not that makes a difference. But that means we don't have vanilla items.
There's level 7.
Hi!
That is not
like second
first
quest. Well, it's definitely
no,
not
it's not
quest.
second either.
This is shapes!
This is shapes.
Let's go! So second quest
It was
stairways.
too far over to the right to be first quest 7. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Maybe.
Because I think it's the 3 left to EVE that have the bottom row, not... Yeah.
In second quest rooms, I mean, we had that turned on, and we're seeing a lot of it now. There's a map.
Oh,
that
there
is.
You go.
Oh God, that is definitely a shape. Holy cow!
That is a sailboat. Hello, Curler Reese. Okay.
No meat block at least, but oh my. Well, not going that way. It's okay.
No meat block. I want one of those vertical chutes above the meat block with the Triforce in the middle. Just saying, that's what I want.
I want second quest level 4 with the recorder. And the only way to get over there is you gotta have the recorder, or something's blocked by a recorder. I mean, there's options, right?
Yeah, 8's map is gonna be a little special, given it's the antithesis.
Oh yes, bring it, baby.
Okay.
Extra bosses, all of them dig doggers. Let's go.
Catastrophe. Gleok returns with the bow. Well, we have a bow. But,
well,
you know?
That's interesting because that, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It could be deceptive. You'd have to assume that there's a shuffle of some sort then.
Oh, the boomerang kind of told us that anyway.
Well, I know, but he hasn't seen that yet.
Well, that's true. Yeah, half a heart is kind of deadly. So, does take a death, does a retry, get the money back. This is a triple segmented 7. There are a lot of staircases here. That's
and like you were saying, that 8 is going to be annoying to deal with because it's going to be super linear and there's a possibility of a lot of really nasty block.
Yeah, a lot of ladder block possibilities or just even boss blocks, Goma or Dig Dogger.
And one hopes that the little eye there is a transport staircase that goes to a corridor stair that has the Triforce.
Nice. It's nice that the second quest room thing mattered.
Yeah, and look, there's a third Dig Dogger. That means extra bosses are on.
Oh yeah, with all those Dig Doggers.
This is great.
Yeah.
I like this. What if that Dig Dogger blocks the staircase to the upper portion?
You never know.
I love it. Meanwhile, Catastrophe making his way through here on the overworld.
Yeah, going back, it's a long trek to get back up to that area. Hints in the Candelar. It's a bit unfortunate. Even using this, which vanilla any roads is pretty sweet, but still, it's a bit of a walk because their start screen's kind of garbage.
We might actually have it blocked. This is what you look for in a seed. It is. I think it is. He could bomb. He could try to bomb left, and that's about it. Otherwise, it is recorder. Now, did those Stalpo shoot swords? I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't see if they did.
If they did, that means we have second quest first.
Yeah.
Section of dungeons. Otherwise, it'll be something else. All right, so we have to be able to bomb to the left here, which we can't. Oh my heavens! I love this.
So yeah, we need the Triforce out of there, and it looks like you gotta deal with some dig doggers. That's like unfortunate.
That's a 4-section level 7 then, with the way that rolled up. That's so good. I love it. Thank you, game.
Oh, hey, there's 9. Shapes 9.
Oh, baby.
That'll be fun.
When you find the 3 dungeons that you actually need first, but you can't do anything because you need a recorder and a ladder and other things to get through them.
I mean, you always got to go into the levels that you have the Triforce. That's the rule, right?
You know, until it's not.
Right.
I mean, I'll be the guy that does it and then loses to the guy who finishes in 13 minutes because he didn't do that.
Well, there's not much you can do in those situations.
I think we had vanilla any roads.
Yeah, it did look that way. Catastrophe was using them.
That power bracelet, not really of consequence there for Captain Green.
I mean, it helps you travel a little bit, which is alright.
Yeah, but I mean, most of the time you're routing. And if you... I mean, it's great if you die, I guess.
Yeah. Or if you have to backtrack to a level that, say, you get Dig Dogger blocked in.
You know, things.
Catastrophe's diving into the unfortunate 7. We'll eventually learn the news.
Yeah, what an amazing 7. Truly. I mean, it's a quad segment because there's those 3 rooms blocked off by a staircase. I mean, you can only hope that the Dig Dogger stair takes you to the north, and then you have to go to a 5th segment that's blocked off with the other stair, and then that stair takes you down to the bottom, which has the Triforce and the item.
Settle down there, H.
You know, I hope for the best. Captain Green gonna get his candle as well.
Yeah, that price is pretty good for a candle.
Another forced bomb. Very good at doing that. That's why one of the reasons why Captain Green is such a difficult opponent to deal with. Because I think he won Router's Relish twice. I could be wrong. I haven't kept up with that, but just has done all sorts of wacky things and has learned how to do a lot of tech in this game.
No Stelphos shots, so
we gotta hope for full shapes.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Does find the boomerang by a river.
Alright, so that was true.
Always assume it's true unless proven otherwise, right?
Yeah, I mean, what else can you do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even with deceptive hints, it's slightly more favorable to be true, so kind of just gotta take it for what it is. Alright, gonna up an A.
Go to the grave, probably, or burn. Probably burn and bomb.
Yeah, with a candle, you're gonna check all these burn bushes and stuff. I'd probably go burn start candle row first. I just hate using my bombs, but I guess it depends on who you're playing also. Death Mountain can kind of be a meta play depending on who you're playing. Sometimes people go up there and it pays off, other times not so much.
Yeah, you never really know.
Looks like
Death Mountain play is either a horrible one or a giant waste of time.
Yep. Hey, plus 18, not bad.
Yeah. Plus 18, some minuses.
Catastrophe, getting through. I don't remember where the map was. Was it the room south of here? I think it was this room down.
I want to say we saw it pretty early.
That's
so
definitely
it's
not right.
South in that one section near the beginning that Catastrophe hasn't looked at yet, which is unfortunate because wasting some bombs here.
Yeah, Shapes is fantastic without maps. I think it's everybody's favorite thing.
I think so. It's what the vanilla game's all about. Oh, there's just a map on the ground.
Oh, there you go. So now he sees it. He's like, ah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, hi, Lionel. That's not very nice. Not even time to candle boost. Gets out the ring. Is he gonna die? P-Hat, don't be a spoiler. Don't be a jerk. That was really close.
Living on the edge. But yeah, Boomerang coming into play there. Very nice use of it.
Money, money. I buy some
Catastrophe is bombing some walls here and gonna learn that, yeah, we're kind of trapped.
Tell you what, if I find a key shop, I am buying some keys because Shapes sucks when it comes to keys sometimes.
Sometimes.
So just throw, you know. He's got tons of money. What else is he gonna buy with it? He doesn't. I guess he could buy arrows. That'd be nice.
I mean, you got a bow, so you kind of would think arrows would be pretty sweet.
I mean, all the bosses are dig doggers, so it doesn't matter, but... Hey, what do you know? A one-stop shop.
Nice. Buy a key too? No?
Oh?
Gonna sit on it for a little bit? I mean, there are the hint situations. But,
yeah.
You know, you might want to know where that recorder is if that's a hint.
This is true. I just assume they're all wrong, so... Oh no!
Then when they get the hint about level 6 having the recorder, he'll be like, no.
Yeah. Man, that's a rough death. This is probably one of the worst starting screens, next to the one being farther to the west, that you can get with easy start shuffle.
It's definitely one of the worst ones, yeah.
And it doesn't actually get...
You're in a corner.
Yeah, and it doesn't get played a lot anymore, but hard start shuffle I really enjoy because you can get cool things like you start on A1. And you're kind of like, well, that's cool. I'm never up Aing ever.
Right. And you never want to die unless you have like 8 bombs to check all of that.
I mean, the positive is you'd have Second Quest Overworld and you get a bomb pack and you can just save and check all the caves. So there is that.
Sail over the water to find the red candle.
Really? Well, hi there. I guess that raft actually matters.
I mean, we saw the Vanilla 4 location on Catastrophe's side.
Yeah,
I guess Coast Raft. Maybe, unless we're lying.
Step over the water to reach the bow, which we had said it was in level 4.
8, I believe.
And Dig Dogger gazes with the red candle. Very interesting.
So if 5 is on the raft spot with the red candle, you probably don't care about it.
Nope. Until Heart Shuffle's on.
Until Heart Shuffle's on, yeah.
Oh, man. This is why I like random percent so much. Oh, well, there you go. You don't have any sword upgrades either.
Nope.
You know, when you start with a known quantity of flags, it's fun to do commentary, but you don't get to just hypothesize all the time and be wrong and not sound like an idiot, because you really don't know.
Yeah, you really don't.
It's entertaining. And we might see a raft check here by Catastrophe soon. As we find level 1 just south of this normal
nice starting room in 1.
Thanks, game. This is definitely Shapes.
Oh, yeah.
And gonna dive in here. Good call.
Yeah, 2 items. Maybe 3. You never know. And that is one of them. Hi.
I like that. I like that pickup. Fury will be very happy as well.
I mean, he already had a boot.
And it's segmented.
I mean, when you start in the bottom left corner of 1, you kind of expect a segment.
Yes, sometimes.
Unless it immediately starts going right, then yeah.
Here's a map. There it is.
Well, that is some sort of shape.
The good news is, it's just dropping in keys like crazy, and that is not the normal room, but with the right boss.
Well, extra bosses aren't anyway, so.
It's just funny.
Along the coast is entrance to death, which we saw.
Interesting. So it looks like we do have some mixed hints that are helpful mixed hints.
Helpful hints. Quite true. Just looking for the staircase item now. Which, not too many more rooms to go. This has been a pretty quick run, all told. Catastrophe increasing the money supply. And here we are. Load up on some bumps, why not?
Oh,
Of course he did.
And, well, that makes sense, actually, because we had the white sword well, actually, that doesn't make sense. That's really weird. We had the boomerang shuffle into the white sword cave, and it just so happens that the white sword shuffled into one. Gotta love it.
Well, you know, that's something. It didn't fill his bombs up to max, unfortunately. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Why?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. That's been highly inconsistent, because I've had overworld fill it, I've had dungeon fill it, but I've had a not either, so it's one of those things for Fred. As love, what do you know?
Hi, 4.
It looks like 4 decided it was going to move to the east, and then level 1 had to move to the south.
Catastrophe did buy arrows and picking up a key. Spending that money.
So Captain Green not going to go into 4, which I can't say I blame him. Shapes 4 does not sound fun.
I mean, yeah. You still got 2 and 3 out there. You have to find 6 and do that. 8 and do that.
I can't wait for that 8.
Yeah, the 8 should be a little special.
And 6 usually ends up being pretty special too. Like, we've seen some monstrous level 6s, and just like 43 room level 6s. Like, let's go.
The second quest doors could be on. We haven't had an opportunity for that to come up since 7 wouldn't have any, and neither would 1. I don't know that we've really spent too much time in other levels to know if walkthrough doors are on.
That's a good point.
Catastrophe has found 1. Probably gonna do the same thing and get all the items. Maybe not.
Thinking? Nope.
Thinking.
Open a bomb wall? There we go.
Open the bomb wall, yeah. Passes up the room that had the boomerang in it. And we found level 2. Alright, diving in, looking for items. At this point, would you go ahead and just assume, yeah, heart shuffle?
I mean... No, I don't know that I would assume heart shuffles on. Goma creeps in the forest. Well, thank you for that information.
Interesting. Guess it's West Forest. One of those 2 burn spots. We haven't checked that.
And we have a segmented level 2. I love this game.
Of course we have a segmented 2. Why not? Segment every level. It's the shape's promise. Nice.
Man, that's nice. That is nice. And
That's
that is a ladder
nice.
block.
Gonna try to get... no.
Things that make you go, Triforce? Well, that's it. That's good information. Could be random.
Yeah. Trying to think if we've if we've even seen a Triforce. at this point.
That's also interesting. Is that another old man, or is that Zelda's room?
Where was the Triforce in 1? Did we see it? Or did we see all the items first?
That's really weird, because that's a bomb wall in 2 that didn't bomb.
Oh.
That's really weird.
That happens, especially with the second quest doors if they were on.
Yeah, but still, kind of weird. Alright, Catastrophe. Looking around. No, the Triforce was in that, in level 1 was in the bottom little Tetris shape at the top, so I don't think that we're ever going to see it.
It wasn't a, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going into that room.
They have a ladder blocked item here in level 2.
That would be a bit special. It's always nice when Keese actually die to a sword beam.
Last room.
Always last room.
Rupee Boss has a recorder.
Well, that is pretty nice.
That's required for sure.
Yeah. That's kind of what you're hoping for.
I think he's kind of trying to, one room left. Not seeing the second item, though, is going to stress me out a little.
The fact that it's ladder blocked, so it seems, means it's not a ladder. So, what other items do you care about?
Silver arrows.
Yeah, it could be still, but what are the odds? That's an unfortunate death. But hey, it's right next to the starting room, so... Go back up, try again.
I mean, the Triforces are in their regular room. That really changes the dynamic of how you... It really doesn't make shapes so terrible anymore.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Especially if Heart Shuffle is not on.
We do not yet fully know, but the assumption is not.
Yeah, we're basing that off the assumption that there was a heart on before in 1, and we've got told information about items in up, which it's not a lot to go off of, but it's something.
It is whistle to unbeaten vanilla dungeons. Fantastic. You love it. But it takes him over here where supposedly there's a dungeon, so, you know.
Right. 6 somewhere.
Yeah, that's great. Unbeaten vanilla locations. That's about as useless as you can get.
You can go use your recorder to check the recorder lake.
This is true. And there's level 7 again. We're going to go back in here.
Not if you get this Triforce, though.
Yeah, it's a good call. I like this.
Yeah, you're here. You might as well.
Still haven't seen Wizrobes. Like, what is it with these guys and not getting Wizrobes?
Well, they're probably in 9. I mean, that's like a flag, so... 9 and 6, shape 6 with Wizrobes. Goma creeps with the wand, says the man. No? Okay.
The boomerang strats as the other one decides it wants to hit him. That's great.
That is a nice use of the boomerang there. Doing some double clip fanciness. What if level 4 had the ladder? It doesn't. But what if it did? Oh, we're gonna ignore the broken shapes?
Be grabbing that in a heartbeat with shapes on, yeah.
I mean, the chance of Atlas alone would be like, oh, he walked through a wall in there, didn't he? There's no visible door in 4. Okay, so walk through doors. And,
very interesting choice to not grab a book. Is that another segmented section in level 7? Or can you go... Okay, he can go here. I was going to say, that's fantastic.
Yeah, there's a limit to how many can be segmented.
I mean, yes and no. Oh, it's ruined.
There we go. And he's not spending his last key to go to the room to the north, right? Right?
But there's that little section.
He's doing it.
You just gotta know. And another dig dogger. Good lord. Oh my heavens. Don't die.
Don't die.
Yeah, I mean it's the concept of a ladder and the silver still being available. That's rough though, and there's an any key too, so you might be trading a key for a ladder. Okay,
Just a ladder,
what
it's
a call!
fine.
What a call!
Wow. That was the thing. I don't know that I would have done that myself.
I don't think I would have either. I would have grabbed the Triforce with a single key and bounced. Very interesting.
Well, we'll see. Ladder may or may not be required. It's definitely something you like to see, though.
Yeah, the convenience is pretty great.
Okay. Still need to find 6 and 8. Is 6 in the forest? If so, is it in one of those 2 burn spots to the west? Is Captain Green buying a hint?
Why not? Let's go. He's gonna get the Greylock returns. Oh, level 8 with the magic key. That's useful.
Yeah. If you could find 8, that would be pretty good.
It's at Recorder Lake, which you can't whistle to anymore. It'd be perfect.
I mean, it's possible. Haven't seen anything that says it's not. Alright.
Random? I would say yes, except for Chest Jerk and I was doing commentary on a race the other night that had vanilla items in their dungeons. 5 hints were correct for vanilla items, and then it lied about the princess and the silvers and none. So who the hell knows?
You never really know if it's deceptive or not. You just gotta guess.
Yeah, it was great. I love this. I do. It's like, it never ends. You never know what you're dealing with.
Which is kind of why mixed is sometimes better, because at least then, if you see a community hint, you're like, oh, at least I can trust all the now. If you get any. So this screen has to be 6. Assuming, yeah, it was the last forest spot, I believe.
Oh, are you serious? Come on, game.
Shape 6, just here. You don't need my item. Get out of here.
Bullet dodged. Call him Neo. There's level 3. Do you check it? Nah. I might for a key or 2.
I mean, given that 8 supposedly has a magic key.
Yeah, but it shapes 8.
Yeah, so it's fine. It's not a giant linear nightmare.
Right? After we've seen that level 7 map. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Question is, where the heck is it?
Death Mountain, I would guess at this point.
Recorder
if not
Lake.
the lake.
We went over this. It's Recorder Lake.
Well, we're gonna do some bombing.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the correct play, right?
Sure. At this point, yeah.
Statistically speaking, by cave density, this is the mathematically correct play. It's always correct until it's not.
If you can't record her to the lake, then yeah, don't go. Alright, Catastrophe has found the recorder.
Well, he'll enjoy that.
Still looking a little bit here, though. Not assuming Heart Shuffle is off.
And there we go.
It's gonna bail, yeah.
Blow that recorder, man. Let's go to level 7.
Alright, recorder. Off we go. We have found Vanilla 6. So that should clue in Catastrophe as far as what's going on.
More money?
I mean, you don't turn down money when you have no...
Interesting that he didn't blow the recorder to go back anywhere.
I'm not sure what blowing the recorder to this location does for you, though.
Well, I mean, you could go to 7. We want to go to 7, right? What do we got left? We got this raft spot that is
5.
Level 5.
Supposedly.
Watch it be level 8. That would be so fantastic.
That
would be 2 hints that were lies about the same dungeon.
That would be a bit special, yes. I'm fully expecting to see 5 up here, though. Which, yep, there's 5. And Captain Green just saves out. It's nice that there was a raft location that had a level. Unfortunate that they have the Triforce out of it. And the item in it is supposedly garbage. And by garbage, I mean it's not worth the time to dig.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like... Did he check Recorder Lake when he was there?
Not yet, no.
Do it, man! Do it! You were there!
Going to the other raft spot. Has not looked at it yet.
This is fair. If this has a dungeon also, good gaming randomizer. It does not. It just has money. Which we saw that earlier because Catastrophe checked it.
Hello, Goma in 3.
Yeah, I mean, silvers are in here. This could be interesting, right?
It could be. You never really know about Silver's Red Ring. The more items you find, the more you're thinking, it's somewhere else, right?
Do it! Where are you going? Okay. I was like, man!
Oh.
Man!
Manhandla is beefy. That's always a little scary.
It is not here, unfortunate. But he did remember to check it, which is good.
So, West Death Mountain? I think that's
pretty much
probably
it.
The last.
Did we check Vanilla 5?
That is a good question.
I know they were up there, but I don't remember seeing anybody scroll to Vanilla 5. Or the waterfall. Well, we saw the waterfall because it was a dungeon. Or was that last scene? I don't remember.
I'm not sure that they've checked those locations. Just because when they got up there, the candle was up there, and that kind of drove you toward burning stuff.
That's great. That's right. That was a candle cave. Huh. Yeah.
Guess we'll find out. Gonna buy some bombs and probably do some Death Mountain checking.
Very interesting. 10 bomb
That bomb upgrade, go up to 10, bomb everything.
Be very, very funny if it is in fact over by the waterfall.
I mean, that Catastrophe might find it.
Yeah, I mean, there are ways to come back into this, and there it is, so never mind. Man, always gotta be ruining the good stuff, but this level 8 should be fantastic, as it just hands you a free key.
I mean, it's just gonna give you everything for free. Magic key in the next room, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Or a key door, so, you know, there you go.
Oh, that was a fancy bomb spot.
Yeah. Hi. We hear
goes for days.
Bombs.
That means it's gonna find 5 up here.
Are you going to search 8 for this magical key?
No. Well, I guess it
0
depends.
keys. Are you good? And you have a shapes 9.
If the next room I found was a Triforce, I would be out. I live on the edge, though.
There you go. I'm scouting for you, Saber.
I will will do the opposite in any match versus Saber.
Right?
You're like, well, time to dive for silvers outside of 9, because that's going to happen, right?
Oh my goodness. I look forward to those matches. Back to these guys. Yeah, this 8 is going to be... I mean, the good news is if you saw the map of 7, you know what to expect, which is always nice. You're basically going one direction.
Left side right now.
Catastrophe back into 7. Let's see if he digs out the ladder. He's got the keys.
He does have a lot of keys.
So that's really not going to be, kind of a decision factor for him, I don't think. Man, dig doggers everywhere.
That's the extra boss special right there. Just so many bosses.
Love the boomerang strats on these guys, by the way.
Yeah.
And there's a heart container.
You know, sure. Why not?
And there's a
Triforce.
And he's bouncing.
Bounce. Yeah, I would almost certainly do the same. Maybe I check one more room, but then shut it down with the bridge, but...
Go to that indie road, head on over, and go right into level 9.
Yep, why not? At this point, you gotta be guessing or gambling that Silver Red Ring are in 9, because why not?
Yeah, there's not any really other place to check. We've seen 4, we basically, yeah, I think we can almost assume 100% maybe that they're in 9. Probably.
Alright, Catastrophe does just Triforce and bail out 7. Does not check that one offshoot room with the key.
Which is a problem, because it seems that Triforce and 8 is probably ladder blocked.
Barring there being some other way via bomb wall or walkthrough.
Well, it'd have to be a staircase.
Obvious way. Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think that portion was kind of like one-way rooms, because it was pretty linear. I don't know. Not seen a map, but I think that it's probably ladder block.
It's very strong chance, yeah. Which is unfortunate. Alright, just, having some gel time here. Okay. Are we gonna have another seed where Ganon isn't required?
Gosh, I hope not. That is my flag every time. Turn on Ganon.
Living that Ganon required dream. Hey, there's Wizropes. They exist.
Somewhere between this seed and last seed, we have seen them finally.
Catastrophe does bail on the boomerang at this point. Hello, Blue Wizropes.
Yeah, nice to see you.
They exist. There's the walkthrough in 9. Haha.
Nice to see you as well. I do like that Catastrophe's flag choice did actually come into play. I'd like to see that.
Yeah. That was a bit special that actually happened. But after the first starting items in that first siege, you're just like, random chances.
Oh man, what a room to have to check here.
Oh, orange Wizropes rolled up, of course.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, blue Wizropes seem a little friendlier.
And could still be Zelda.
Could.
And it's not.
Just more Wizrope fun. What if Catastrophe somehow stumbles upon a magic key? Still, the key situation for Catastrophe is pretty sweet.
Couldn't he have Kanana-keyed there? Yes.
Yeah.
That's a very odd case, but you could have Kanana-keyed there because you're close enough to the push block. That'd been interesting.
Yeah, that would have been a bit rough. Kidnap awaits in Southwest. We are not in the Southwest. How does one get to the Southwest?
Does it not work with staircases? I thought it worked with staircases. Maybe it doesn't.
Honestly, I don't know if it does or not. I thought it was. I don't know how that works.
Not sure if it's the same trick, but either way, it's worth trying. The key's really becoming a factor here. Hi, Patra. We love you. And you're gonna make us fight you, aren't you? And Green's like, nah, I'm gonna go try this room. I like Wizrobes better.
You like Wizrobes better? I mean,
apparently he does.
Whatever works for you.
And there's another possible room. Oh, with a ruby boss. And that's a yes.
Well.
And this will be silver, so it doesn't matter.
Nah, not quite.
I would rather sound wrong and have the chance of being awesome than another Patra. Man, we love Patras. And according to the chat, we have a roar, which is fantastic. And that's Danger Noodles.
Hello, Danger Noodles. How you doing?
Deadly Spaghetti strikes again.
Well, we gotta find silvers, so...
This is giving
silvers and shapes 9. Oof.
Yeah, give Catastrophe a chance to catch up here.
Oh, definitely.
But, again...
The ladder being
the ladder
7. Yeah, that's the kicker.
There is the possibility that there is a staircase that will take you to that room to the right, but it's pretty low.
I'm thinking not at this point, which is very unfortunate.
And I don't know about you, but I'm probably not going back to Shape 7 to check for a ladder. I mean...
yeah, that would be a rough one. I mean, granted, you've seen a lot of the rooms of it.
This is true.
That would be one reason. And you can record her near it, since the only place you can go is 8.
Well, or you could also take the indie roads, because you got the one right there. So it does have some pretty good access. As you got Captain Green, force of bombs like crazy, which is good because he doesn't have any keys. Nothing like being in a Shapes 9 with no keys, no bombs, and dealing with Wizards that have rolled up in HP. I don't. Oh, hi. Oh, only one way to go here, and that's to kill some likes.
Yeah.
Pulls out the arrows. Not dealing with this.
Yeah, you got a lot of money. You're gonna have less after this, just because nothing can eat up arrows more than a like.
Alright, so, is this the play? Oh, I thought he was gonna go north. I was like, man, is this the play where he goes back to 7? So he might be going to 5.
That would be something. I don't know if Catastrophe got the hint about 5.
I don't
having a red candle. Yeah, I don't know that he got that hint. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, he's going in. So, yeah.
Well, that's a fun room to be greeted by. At least you have arrows.
That's rude.
Or this shutter door here with the orange Wizards that rolled up. That's great.
Yeah.
Not a very kind level 9. I think we can all agree, whether your preference is first or second quest 9, that Shapes is worse than all of them.
It's pretty bad. Especially when you're digging for a staircase in it, because it could be some random offshoot room that if you don't have a map, you don't even know exists.
Nope.
I do like the... Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to push? Come on, game.
Yeah, well, there's some good news for Catastrophe. He quickly discerns that level 5 has the red candle.
Yeah, that could have been a very much longer dig. And honestly, I probably would have picked that red candle up.
I mean, The other good news is that he's getting ready to go back to 7, because I think 7's over here. So this is great.
Yeah. It might be a while before you go up to that one, but...
You know, I lied. We're going to go back to 3. Nope, we're not going to go there either. I don't know where he's going. Never mind.
3, probably? Have we seen the item in 3?
No, I don't think so. Man.
Don't go to 6. That would be the worst choice. Just don't. Saw one room of it.
This is my favorite room in the game, and I'm so glad it rolled with a Patra.
Patra. Doing Patra things in funny, weird second quest level 6 room.
I mean, 7-8 has a point. We do not 100% know that Silvers and Red Ring are in level 9.
This is true.
Silvers are somehow in level 3.
That would be special.
Very special.
Ugh. Plus HP Manhandlers, though. Is there any boss that's worse to get plus HP than a Manhandler?
A 4-headed Gleeok in a Chevy room?
Oh, that's fine. You just use your ladder to despawn fireballs. It's fine.
And kill the old man to get her a white sword for free, because that's a thing.
Yeah. I've never actually done that.
Yeah, it was that was pretty sweet the first time it happened. We're kind of like, hey, wait a second, what is going on? So many cool things come out through this randomizer.
It still amazes me that like Recorder got discovered like relatively recently, given how old this game is. Like, oh, that's a thing that actually exists and is in the game that you can do. Huh.
Yeah, but who thinks to ladder clip onto the water? Because first of all, you got to know how to clip, and then you got to do it by a raft spot, and then blow the Recorder and not get hit by a Zola.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. And I'm sure there's going to be some other piece of tech, and it's going to revolutionize the game again, like how to clip through dungeon walls and skip ladder bottom.
How to not get wrecked by blue land molars. That's how I would.
Yes, that would be good. I'd enjoy that.
Okay, got a room.
Is this it?
Good. Could be something. Know what I would want to see in this? A heart.
Oh yes, that would be so good.
That would be the worst possible thing to suddenly discover. Guess what's on?
What a nightmare that would be. Oh goodness. My God, he's almost full cleared this 9. Oh.
Yeah, he's got a good chunk of this looked at. Still have some easily accessible rooms if you don't walk into a worse room.
No. Well, level 6 we have a hint that is the wand. I mean, I suppose
this is
there's
true.
the chance that it's deceptive hint still. We've had it happen.
And we did get hints for both bow and magic key being an 8. So
there's a map. Pick it up.
Oh,
wow, that's a big 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess with the 2 and the 1 that we had, it kind of makes sense, but...
Interesting. It does kind of look like a key. Way. Oh, I hate the top door when you're trying to kill wizards. Because the blues are not friendly.
No, they are not. Boy, these got like 2 rooms left, and this is a nasty one to deal with. It's just gonna up an A. Looking for a staircase. I mean, that's obviously what we're looking for here first.
Yeah, I think it's that one room to the left.
It's either that or it's up and to the right of the Triforce. One of those two.
I'm inclined to say that's probably the old man.
Yeah, we haven't seen the old
man. I think we
yet.
couldn't bomb in. Assuming we haven't seen the old man, I haven't looked at every single room in here. Gyptos refuse to die. Alright, left of Goma. What do we got? Double block.
Man, glad you started with that bow and picked up the arrows. Man. 8 pulls voice with a wood sword. Not what you want to be doing. And that's an item we don't need, and that's kind of vanilla. That's interesting.
Yeah. So Raft was in 3.
The wand was in 6.
Magic Key was in 8.
Yeah. Well, there's a red ring.
That's something. Not quite what you're looking for, but you know, something. I think Catastrophe has probably narrowed it down to go into 7 at this point. So we are assuming that silvers are somewhere in this 9. And you gotta
if it's in this room. Oh.
Yeah. One
with
bomb
a red
this room. Oh gosh. Oh man.
Yeah, this is okay with bombs, but without it's terrible.
Yeah, with bombs you can get some good hits going. But yeah.
Because they just swarm the door, which is great if you have bombs.
If you don't, it's just sadness.
And the orange ones rolling up is just, yeah. It's a catastrophe.
He's doing a very good job of getting some damage in.
This is where Zarnax would be like, if only you had a large shield.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey! Well, thanks, game. On the last one, you give us a bomb.
I mean, one bomb's better than none, but...
Oh my gosh!
What do you do?
And no map. Like, that's the better part. No map.
I'm sure those blue wizards have it.
Oh my goodness. Like, I don't even know where to go. I hope it's in level 3, is what you're saying at this point.
At this point, I'd be like, can I go find the book somewhere and have it be Atlas?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Catastrophe has found the room.
Okay.
Gotten the ladder. So it's going to be a trip to 8, which shouldn't take too much longer, and then it'll be a not. Still quite behind on Explore. But
yeah, I mean, there is the possibility of just hitting right into the right rooms of 9, but it does not seem like it's very possible to do.
It would have to be some troll walkthrough or bomb wall that you wouldn't think to check. Oh wow, that was dicey.
Yeah, well, we've seen the one side of. Oh yes, forgot the danger noodle room. Yeah, Hi. Yeah, the silver to kill the beast lies in southeast of Skull. It's gonna be the room. It's gonna be this room because that's the way Randomizer works, and it gives you more danger noodles.
I mean, that seems good to me. I don't know about you.
Oh my gosh, I love this game. I'm telling you, you just can't make this stuff up.
Thanks, old man.
Oh my god!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, that is a tilter. I don't care who you are. That ruins your day. Oh my god.
That makes you sad there.
I have red ring. I'm fine.
No.
Oh man.
Well, back we go. At this point, though, I don't think Catastrophe has much chance here.
Probably not.
Some silliness.
Oh man, that's
I mean, there's more danger noodles, but
and you're not getting through that room without a red ring, likely.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
plus side, these are still dead, so yay.
Yeah, just
don't
don't
die to the
get bopped by a
again.
Keese about 6 times. You're alright. As he bombs him, I like it.
Last bomb on Keys? Sure, why not? Alright, up to where the roar was heard.
Yeah, Catastrophe does have his final Triforce.
Okay. So are we gonna have a 0 HP gain in at the giant end of this?
One hopes not, but probably. I'd say it's 50-50.
I would agree that it's probably 50-50. Yeah. Sounds fair. Hello, Gannon. Buddy. Rip.
Perfect pose. That's my favorite.
I'm scaring you.
Miller! You're dead.
Yep. Zelda's room not too far away here. Walk through the blue wizards, it's fine.
Yep, got the red ring. Just don't do it too many times. There it is.
And Zelda in her room. Yep. GG to CaptainGreen7. Does take the series in a 2-0 against Catastrophe.
Yeah, 2 pretty crazy seeds, too.
Yeah. Straight Shapes was a bit special.
Yeah, that is really rare to see just because of the way that the options are rolled. Straight Shapes it's like a 20% chance, so we haven't seen it too much. So definitely special, for sure. And Shapes 9 definitely doing its, giving us our due dividends.
Okay, so his official time on SRL does look like Catastrophe's got a compass. So knows where Zelda is, and eventually going to learn the fact. Yeah. I think we are joined by CaptainGreen7. GG's.
Thank you.
So, thoughts on the 2 seeds?
So the first seed, if I can remember it, it's always hard playing these back-to-back, but I found the red candle in 7 quick, so that's immediately where I started assuming vanilla items. The recorder threw me off because I blew it, and it took me to a medium secret or something. I'm like, huh? And then it's like, all right, I'm down from the vanilla leather spot, and from there on, it was just I grabbed Lara 6 because I knew it was probably in there, and then just sort of blitzed the seed as best as I could.
Yeah, first seed proceeded pretty quickly.
Yeah, knowing where everything is, and first quest overworld reduces the number of spots to check by a lot, so it was pretty straightforward, I think, from what I remember.
Did you like
number 2... Oh,
before you move on to seed 2, did you like your starting location and items?
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about that. That was fantastic.
You basically started with a heart container.
Yeah, wood sword, candle, right in front of the wood sword candle cave.
Yeah.
With the take any candle option right to the northwest, yeah. A little bit special.
Yep.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, GG Catastrophe.
Thank you. Yeah, GG, Captain. That was really fast. Almost sub-hour, both games. My goodness.
Thank you, GG's Catastrophe.
You know, both games. Your execution is just way better than mine, and you're way faster. So both games, I'd gambled on digging items helping me. Either I would dig something like a ladder and it would help, or I would dig maybe a red ring. Well, it's less likely in this flag set, but something like that. Whereas if you just go Triforce go, Triforce go, Triforce go, and you have to backtrack, maybe that's where I could make it up. Game 1, all the items were terrible, and then I figured out they were vanilla. I'm like, oh, that's not good. And then you finished in like a blazing 45 minutes. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, okay, here we go. Game 2. I want this super like recorder blocked, ladder blocked seed. And I got it, and it still wasn't enough. Unfortunately, between the hints I bought and the dungeons I dug, I had full information on levels 1 through 8. Well, and therefore also level 9. So yeah, so even getting the super item required seed that I wanted for the second one, and digging it, still just wasn't enough. Yeah.
So Captain Green, explain. You're in the Triforce room of 7. There's a key door going north. You have one key, and you spend the key.
Yeah, that was my play of the game of both races. I mean, I was down to, I think, just 3 rooms in 7 at that point that could have had the stair. So I didn't want to have to walk all the way back up there if I needed it later. So that's where I spent my last key, just to save myself that walk for like the 4th time.
And it got you the ladder.
Yeah, that was
now,
fantastic.
If it hadn't been the item, would you have gone back into those last couple rooms? Were you basically
don't know,
committing to
honestly.
7's item? Don't know.
Probably, because I think I was just down to 2 items at that point, but I can't say for sure. Or 2 rooms, I mean.
Yeah, that really swung. It gave you a pretty hefty lead there, getting that ladder the first time in 7. And then, what about that 9?
Yeah, that was a mess. I was on the path to the silvers the first time, but then the blue land moles ate me, so I then proceeded to full clear it, and that old man was fantastic, as usual, silvers to kill the beast are in the room right next to me, so... And then that Keese was completely awful. Like, that's why I blew him up the second time through. Because you never expect to die with Red Ring to a Keese, and that was just stupid on my part.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. But GG's, you stay alive. You get to face the winner of JSR and X-Ice Blue, which I don't think has been resolved. And Catastrophe, final thoughts on the seeds and the tournament?
Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. Was I muted earlier, by the way? My push to talk button, I think, broke. Something on my joypad, I think, took it over. But
yeah, we got you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I had a lot of fun this tournament. I'm going to keep playing. X-Rush Bishop challenged me to a rematch. I'm going to do that. Maybe after the whole tournament's over and Dark Falls gets a moment of peace, I'm going to challenge him to the match we never got this tournament.
Nice.
The wheel, unfortunately, put us on completely opposite sides of the bracket. So we could have only ever met in the finals, which, now obviously won't happen. So yeah, no, I'm still going to play 2 more matches, I guess, even though I'm eliminated. Still a reason to keep going. Yeah, hopefully I get back on commentary sometime if I can get some free time. Oh yeah, no, I'm going to keep playing.
That's good. Happy to have you playing. So is the weekly race too on Sunday if you're available?
Yes, unfortunately not usually at a good time for me, but with my new schedule I might be able to do it. Yeah.
All right. Any questions for our mate, Jen?
No, not that I can think of. But it was fun casting it. I mean, it was 2 fantastic seeds. It was great watching you both run it. So thanks for doing that and letting us comment.
Thanks for commentating, HN. Appreciate it. And thanks to all the volunteers too as well. Thurwolf, HN, CD Improv Tracking, SpeedGaming for the restream. Yeah, thank you all volunteers.
Yep, same, especially since it was a doubleheader, so thank you for the double work.
Oh, no problem. It was fun. There's some very special seeds, too.
Yeah. I think there's another race over on Randomania right now, if you want to catch out some more Zelda action. But yeah, I think that about does it for us here. You want to take us out?
All right. Y'all have a good night. Plenty more Zelda 1 Rando all today and probably most of the weekend. So have a good evening.